We talked to the Louisville Sports Commission, and certainly they're good for the community, but also very good for the community. Dare to Care. With us now is Annette Ball. She is the Chief Programs Officer at Dare to Care, and we're going to talk about some new programs. First of all, happy holidays to you, Annette.
Thank you. You as well.
And before we get into these new programs, it's interesting to me that Dare to Care really started in 1969 from a tragedy. And sometimes it takes a tragedy to kind of wake us up, open us up to to issues, correct?
Yes, and that tragedy has created the legacy of Dare to Care and what this community does to give back. So back in 1969 was the tragic death of a young boy named Bobby Ellis. He was 9 years old and he passed away from malnutrition. He only weighed 20 pounds at the time of his death. It just so happened it was the day before Thanksgiving, so that next day the front pages of our paper was a large story about someone who passed away because they didn't have enough to eat while we were all celebrating our nation's bounty. And the community couldn't take it. Our rallying cry became, "We need to Dare to Care." Started collecting canned goods in the basement of a Catholic church, and Father Jack Jones started distributing, and that's how we got formed, and the legacy of Bobby Ellis still lives on.
Well, congratulations. You took a tragedy and made it into a really heartwarming story, a great story that's very active and certainly helps the community. I want to talk a little bit about the fact that Dare to Care, they may be attending to folks that we're not even aware of, maybe neighbors. I think sometimes we think, well, my neighborhood doesn't have that issue, but they probably do.
That's right. Hunger doesn't have a face. It doesn't have a neighborhood. You can't know the situation someone is in. We've received phone calls from people who say, "I never thought that I would be needing food assistance. I've given to you before, but I just lost my job. There's an illness with my husband. We're having a hard time making ends meet." And so they'll rely on us for a few months until they can get back on their feet. But that's why we're here. That's part of the legacy of Bobby Ellis. We want to ensure that everybody has adequate food and that we're meeting that need. We've got the right food to the right people at the right time. And so it really does take a community of generous donors, and not only of their funds and the food, but of their time in getting the word out to people, because we don't know who might need our services. We need help in getting that word out so that people know where they can turn.
Well, hopefully we're helping right now.
That's right.
Okay.
That is right.
Let's talk a little bit about some of your new programs. Zero Hunger Market, and they're mobile markets. So how exactly does that work?
That's correct. It's in partnership with Kroger for the Zero Hunger, Zero Waste mobile market. It is a one-aisle grocery store on wheels, and we want to target areas that are considered food deserts. In particular, we are finding people with ambulatory issues are a great market for this because they have difficulty getting out of their house anyway, but there's not a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables around. So this fresh market will come up to their place of location, yes, and they can shop. And a lot of them are going to be on a weekly or a semi-weekly basis. We have over 200 products on this mobile market, and it is for sale. That is something different. It's in partnership with Kroger. It's Kroger Products staffing it, and they've got 2 staff members on it. We have the truck and the trailer as well as the driver. We're seeing a lot of good response from the community about this, and definitely getting fresh product into all communities.
I love this, and partnerships are important, and I know vital to what you do. So you mentioned Kroger. Let's talk a little bit about your partnership with the Novak Family Foundation.
Yes. They have definitely been a great supporter of the food bank. They're helping us with growing our new kitchen. We are creating a new community kitchen in the Parkland neighborhood because we have run out of space, but they were a great founder for that kitchen as well, great supporter of that. So couldn't do a lot of what we're doing without them. The donations that they're giving to us really help to feed families all across the 13 counties that we serve.
I know that there is a need 12 months a year.
Yes.
However, this time of year, and this is a good enough reason, hey, there's a lot of compassion in folks' hearts. Maybe some people are very appreciative and thankful for what they have, and they'd like to share that bounty, as you said.
That's right.
So how can they give? How can they help? These partnerships. Maybe there's someone out there who's listening who's going, you know what, my company could help. We could make a weekly donation or a biannual donation, whatever the case may be. How do they do that?
Best resource is to go to our website, daretocare.org. They're going to find the right staff member that they might want to reach out to. If they don't find that, they can call our office at 966-3821. The website also has online donations. We have online food drives where people can compete against one another. So a really great resource, daretocare.org.
Man, now some of these new programs, you guys have to be excited. I like the mobile idea because you're right. There's a lot of folks who, hey, they want to get help from Dare to Care, but they can't come to you. That's a great idea. Are there any things on any type of programs on the horizon that you're excited about, Annette?
We're very excited. With this new kitchen coming up, we're going to have the capacity to reach a lot more people. We know that we've got a lot of senior citizens in our community who are in need of food assistance, and we want to have ways that we can get meals to them. With this new kitchen, we're hopeful that we're going to be able to have some congregate meals, some individual meals that we're going to be able to prepare for seniors. We're hoping to be able to take product that maybe doesn't have a lot of value to consumers because they don't know what to do with it, and turn that into a product they can use. Even things as simple as potatoes. You get tired of having just potatoes all the time. If you only know one way to prepare them, can we take that and make potato soup out of it and give that out at our pantries? So lots of different ways we're going to be able to utilize this new kitchen. We don't know all of them yet. We're trying to listen to the community to find out what do people need, how are we going to be able to best meet that need, and how can it fit within our operation.
We've talked quite a bit about people who would like to help Dare to Care, and certainly that need is there. What if you know some folks who maybe could use the services of Dare to Care? How does that connection work?
Sure. Well, again, I would recommend our website, daretocare.org, because when you're on our homepage, there's a green button at the top right corner that says Find Food. You just put the address in of the person that you're looking for. You can select if you want to see all of our services, if you only want to see where maybe a kids cafe is, where you can get a hot meal for a child, and it's going to pinpoint all the places in your neighborhood, so you don't have to go very far. So if you know someone who needs that service, you can either direct them to our website or look that up for them and print out the information for them.
Annette, whenever I get folks on from Dare to Care or philanthropic organizations, I always say there's usually someone who's involved, and the reason they're involved, like yourself, is either personal or they just wanted to do something, a higher calling in their life. What was the case with you?
It would be the higher calling. I was working in a marketing and public relations firm that was great. That's what I went to school for. But my faith was calling me, and God was saying, this isn't where I need you. And I was fighting it. I like to be comfortable. I like to not have a lot of change. But once I got called to Dare to Care, it's been amazing to be able to see this community react to a problem. I've lived in Louisville my whole life, but I feel like we all live in kind of a little bit of a bubble.
Yes, oh yeah.
We stay in the same neighborhoods. We hang out with people who are like us. I'm able to go to all different neighborhoods to meet all kinds of people, to see the generosity of people giving daily, giving out of sacrifice, and so then to be able to see that their sacrifice going to someone else, it's really been amazing and awesome. So it keeps me going. I've been there 16 years, love it,
wow.
And I've seen a progression in this community and with Dare to Care, and looking forward to all that we have to come.
So the giving of your attributes and your skill set has been a blessing back to you. It works, doesn't it?
That's
it all
right.
Works out.
Yes.
Again, Dare to Care, new programs, and certainly what a great addition to the community. Annette, thank you so much. I mean that generally. Thank you on behalf of the community.
Thank you.
All right, Dare to Care, once again, go to that website, give generously, and if you know of someone who has a need, then again, go to the website of Dare to Care. All right, coming